Today, we're gonna be talking about the Vessi storm bursts. Are they any good? Okay, full disclaimer, Vessi did send these shoes out to me, but that doesn't mean I'm only gonna say good things. Now let's get back to the video where I say only good things. The Vessi Storm Burst is what we are reviewing today. Is it a good shoe? And more importantly, is it good for disc golf? First, we're gonna start off with the good. Whether you're playing an early morning round where there's dew all over the grass, or you throw your disc in some shallow water and now you have to retrieve it, these are excellent. They're 100% waterproof all the way up to this very edge of the sock lining. I can't believe my feet are dry right now. See, Vessis are made out of a couple key components. The first one being this sock material that is the entire shoe. That is where the waterproof membrane sits inside of, and then it's layered on top with this really cool other stuff, and then there's some stuff over here. There's this thing. Do I sound like I know what I'm talking about? Now the second key component of these shoes is the tread. It's really good. The Storm Burst, unlike some of Vessi's other shoes, has a tread that is very grippy regardless of how slippery or how awkward the surface is that you're playing on. And now let's talk about the bad. Now it might be personal preference, but there are parts of this shoe that I just don't like, starting with the sole. And hey, I get it. Corey, you just said you love the sole. What's your problem? Are you an idiot? Yes, I am an idiot, but for other reasons. The reason I don't like the sole is not because of the grip, it's because of how much sole there actually is, if that makes sense. See, when looking down at the shoes, you see a lot of sole peeking out from underneath your foot. This part right here and this part right here. And the reason I don't like that is because I grew up skateboarding and I'm using skate shoes. And skate shoes are mostly vulcanized, which means they have a rubber piece at the bottom and then they have a rubber foxing that goes all the way around and then they just melt them together. But because they are so minimal, you don't see much of the bottom of your shoe when looking down. And I got very used to that. Have you tried Vessis yet? Okay, and even though it's probably not true, looking down at my shoe and having that much underneath makes me feel like I can't move my feet the way I should, or the way I need to. The second thing that I don't like about these shoes is how much heel there is. It's just like it probably doesn't seem like much to the normal person, but I like a flat shoe and there is a lot of heel, and I can't tell if that is like hurting my feet and my knees, or I'm just hurting my feet and knees by playing way too much disc golf. But regardless, I just don't like that much heel on a shoe. And the last thing that I don't like about these shoes, yes, they are waterproof. I am standing in water currently. It is a waterproof membrane inside of a sock material that fits the entire shoe. And because of that, the shoe itself is very tight. Like very tight. Like it takes a very long time to break these in. They're very tight And they need to be, because they're waterproof and you don't want the membrane to separate and then water get in. And speaking of water getting in, we are gonna go back to the good and talk about how well their customer service works. See, the thing is, these aren't my first Vessis. These are actually the second pair of the identical shoe that they've sent me. And the reason is because the first one got some water in it. And I know what you're thinking, they're not supposed to do that. That just means it's a poorly built shoe. And no, that is not how this works. Shoes get damaged all the time. Whether there was a separation in the membrane on accident when they were producing the shoe, or there was a separation in where they welded the sock to the sole or something like that. But regardless, I called them, I said, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Vessi, my shoes are leaking. And they said, no problem, we'll send you another pair. And that's what these are. And they haven't leaked. So it must have been just a malfunctioning shoe, which is perfectly normal for a company that makes hundreds, if not thousands of shoes every day. There's going to be mistakes, but at least they're owning up to it and they're serving the customer service. So to answer the question, are Vessis good shoes? Of course, 100%. They're like the most popular waterproof shoes ever. But to the question, are they good disc golf shoes? I guess it depends on what you want in a disc golf shoe. Ended on a cliff note. Great video, Corey. There's a Mando on that. Look how fresh this Bodanza print is. He must be close. All right, so what you're seeing here is a wild Bodanza. This is insane. Oh, he spotted us.